So I recently just finished the first episode of the new Fallout TV show, and I definitely have to say that it is amazing, okay? Like, they perfected it here. I've only watched the first episode. I will be making more videos on subsequent episodes, but this will be kind of like my little review. I might have a little spoiler discussion in this video as well, so if you do not want to be spoiled, click off the video now. So, it starts off with one of the most just amazing scenes I think I've ever seen in a TV show, with Walton Goggins, or I forgot his name. I'm gonna call him Walton Goggins, or the Ghoul. Starts him off at a birthday party, right? And he's doing a birthday party. I thought it was a birthday party for his daughter. No, he's working at it with his daughter. And then, the other parents are making fun of him because of like a thumbs up thing. I don't know if it was like a sexual thing or because, like the thumbs up, to look at a nuclear blast in that sort of way. But then he's telling his daughter, his daughter's like, why are they making fun of you, and he's like, it's grown up stuff. And then he's telling her about, when you put your thumb up to a nuclear bomb or whatever, to an explosion, if it's smaller, run away. But if it's bigger than your thumb, you're kind of fucked. And then, like, 10 minutes later, not even, like, a bomb goes off. And the daughter sees it first while the dad's inside getting her cake. And it's really fucked up. Me and my brother, when we were watching it, we got emotional really quickly. Because they really, I don't know how they did it so quickly, but they got, like, a really fast just connection between Goggins and his daughter. And I got fucked up, man. I was a bit teary-eyed. That really messed me up. And then Goggins, he sees the explosion. He's like, no, that's just a fire. And then you see the mushroom cloud, right? You see the top of the explosion, and you're fucked. So everyone starts getting out of there. The shockwave hits the house, destroys all the glass. Everyone's freaking out. The party hosts go into their bomb shelter. They punch a guy who's trying to get in with them with his family. Like, they knock him out. It's like, there's no room. And then they punch him. I was like, I mean, yeah, that's a situation that would happen. And Goggins gets on his fucking horse and he rolls off. And then next, we see Lucy, who is trying to apply to be a candidate for their little program they have, right? So where someone from another vault comes into their vault and they, like, procreate, right? They call them breeders, which I thought was hilarious. So the vaults had a little transaction because Vault 32 had an issue with their crops where, like, a plague hit them. So all their crops were destroyed. So Vault 33 was like, look, we'll give you seeds, and then in exchange, Vault 32 gives them a suitor, really, for Lucy, which I thought was really funny. It kind of leads on to that. They have this little picnic dinner, which I thought was cool. I really liked the, like, whole kind of background area, where, like, they're able to show, like, a picnic, and then they switch it when they're dancing to, like, a nighttime. It's really nice. And then Lucy and the other Vault Dweller, they blatantly go off to go have sex. It's really funny, actually, because Lucy's showing him around the home. He takes his fucking just unzips his jumpsuit. It's just right there, and then she says okie dokie, and I thought that was so funny. I'm like, what? So then they get it on, and then I'm pretty sure we cut to Maximus after that, if I remember. So our Brotherhood of Steel guy, which I also thought was cool. It kind of starts out, he's an initiate, he's being bullied by other guys, which is, I mean, the way they took the Brotherhood of Steel in this show, I actually really enjoy. So he gets bullied, his friend comes to help him, they kind of go through the motions, and it turns out that his friend is being, she's being chosen for an initiate or a squire to help a knight, fulfill a duty. For an example, they have to hunt down this Enclave scientist, I'm guessing, with a dog with him. And I didn't recognize the guy, so I'm guessing this is, like, a completely new thing. I mean, when they mentioned the Enclave, I'm thinking, like, holy shit, man. Like, they're going all stops. Like, they have NCR, they got Enclave, Brotherhood. They're bringing, like, everyone together, which I thought was really cool. So they go out on a hunt for the Enclave, or, they're supposed to. So Maximus gets really jealous, right? He gets really jealous, so he puts a razor blade in his friend's shoe. So when she puts the boot on, she fucks up her leg, right? So she can't walk anymore. So she's screwed for a little bit. So then the Brotherhood of Steel Elder takes Maximus aside and is, like, interrogating him. And one of the coolest fucking scenes in the show so far is the Elder interrogating him with a T-60 power armor fucking beast behind him. And I love the way that they voice the power armor guys, because usually in the games, especially Fallout 4, like, there's a difference in voice, right? You'll have a bit of a robotic voice. This shit, my guy, it just goes super deep. Like, it's like you put a voice modular thing in there instead of, like, where it'd be like speak with the thing. It's like speak. Like, that was so cool. And Maximus was like, he was choking up, right? And the Brotherhood guy on the T-60 that was behind him just fucking told him to speak, man. That was the coolest scene. Me and my brother, we both got goosebumps. We looked at each other. We were like, holy shit, that is so cool. Like, that was one of the coolest fucking things I think I've seen in the show so far. So then he admits to putting the razor blade in his friend's leg. And then he gets chosen to be the squire anyway, because he was being honest. You know, he's asking him, like, would you give your life for the Brotherhood? And he's like, yes, I would. And then he goes to visit his friend, and she's like, he asks, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, no, I'm good. And then he's like, have you narrowed it down, you know, to who it was? And she's looking at all the bullies. And then she was asked if Maximus did it, and Maximus said, yeah, they asked me too. So I don't know if there's kind of like a thing that's going to continue there. But his story kind of ends with him being given the Enclave Scientist bounty, and him standing with the knight. Now, I made a meme on Twitter, which was really funny, actually, because Maximus was carrying all of the knight's shit, which I thought was really funny. So you'd have the Brotherhood is still knight, was walking around in his T60 power armor. They're getting on vertebrates, right? So he's getting on his vertebrate, and there's Maximus carrying this giant bag of shit. And I thought it was so funny, because it was so funny, because I'm thinking, like, that's literally me when I'm playing Fallout 4. Like, I'll be wearing a T60 power armor, I'll be wearing my power armor, walking around. I can carry everything, and I just load it all onto my companion, so he's carrying this massive bag. I thought that was awesome. I don't know if that's what they were going for, or if they thought that when they were making that scene, but I thought that was super funny. After that, to my understanding, it cuts back to Lucy. You know, she just had sex. The Vault 32 resident wipes his cock on the curtain, so that was weird. I mean, that was alright, but that was weird. And then, you know, she's like walking around, he's fucking with the sink, you know, and then here's gunshots. And then she, like fucking genius enough, uses her Pip-Boy to scan the area for radiation, points it at the guy, he's radiated to shit, right? And then Raiders infiltrated the vaults. So then they go through this like whole little motion. He stabs her. She gets him in the fucking face. I thought it was the neck because he was twitching on the ground. My brother pointed it out. I thought he was like bleeding out. No, he was still up. Yeah, you know, he had a big fucking scar across his face. So then they go into this whole big fight. Raiders have raided the vault. Huge big fight between the Raiders and Vault Dwellers. Vault Dwellers, half of them can't fight, so they're getting destroyed. Some of the other Vault Dwellers are getting, you know, they're fighting back. The pregnant friend of Lucy, she gets stabbed in the fucking eye, which I thought was kind of fucked up. I got worried there, because I remember seeing, like, her with an eye patch in the show, or in the trailers. But I thought it was kind of fucked up that, like, oh shit, wow, like right here, first episode, she lost her eye already, which was kind of crazy. So they go through this first big fight. They kind of go through this another little fight sequence. I thought one really cool scene was where this raider put this gun in the Vault Dweller's mouth, shot him, blew open the back of his head, and then used the gun in the guy's head to kill other Vault Dwellers. I thought that was so fucking, like, weird, but also so cool at the same time. So they go through this whole fight. Lucy joins in with her shitty little fucking pistol. Like, when she grabbed a gun, I thought it was a gun. No, it's like a syringer. Like, you're thinking the syringer in Fallout 4, 76. It's that, but it's a pistol, right? I thought it was like an actual gun. And when she saw a syringer at that first guy, I'm like, oh shit. Like, that meant nothing. So they go through the whole fight sequence, and then the guy comes back to mess up with Lucy, right? Now, he's, like, fucking choking her, and then her fucking dad fucking grabs the guy and starts hits him with a shovel again, and starts drowning him in, like, the little kind of bucket they got full of water. I immediately thought to myself, this motherfucker has not been born in that vault. There's no way he would kill someone like that without having done it before. I get you're defending your home, but this is some, like, deep shit. And I immediately thought of Fallout 3's plotline, right? You know, a father brings his child into the vault trying to protect her. I guarantee that's the plot. That's just my thoughts, because at the end of it, the Raiders, you know, like, make a choice to the Overseer, you know, your people or your daughter. And I don't get it at all. I think he put his daughter in like a locked room with the people who were there, and the Raider took the Overseer, or the dad, and set off a bomb. So the other Vault Dwellers were fine. They ran off so they wouldn't get blown up. But it was just kind of weird. So then Lucy has to escape. You know, she's arguing. She's demanding. You know, she's not really demanding, but she's offering, you know, let's send an expedition team to go find my dad. And the council that they have is like, no, we can't do that. You know, we need to focus on building up the vault again. And it's really funny, too, because they were cleaning up like nothing happened. Like, after the battle, they were cleaning up like nothing happened. Like, it's happened before. So it was kind of messed up that they did that, because they took down one sign and put it up another sign where it says, like, nothing from the outside world can hurt you. And me and my brother were looking at each other, we were laughing, because it's like, wow, what a poster to put up. You guys really fucked up here. I thought that was really funny. So, you know, they clean it all up. Lucy, she looks around and just, like, realizes, you know, she's got to go find her dad. And if no one else is going to help her, she has to do it herself. So she decides, with two friends, to help her leave the vault, right? So they go up to the elevator, and then they leave. Now, when they did leave, people came up to try to stop her, right? I thought it was going to be, like, a whole force trying to, like, say, shoot her with syringes or knock her out. No, there was just two fucking guys. Like, it was anticlimactic, them trying to stop her, but the actual opening scene of, like, the vault door opening, it gave me, like, huge Fallout 76, Fallout 3 vibes. Like the side door opening, all you see is light. I thought that was really cool. So she leaves, huge wasteland, right? I mean, like, opens up, it's like this huge kind of like structure. She's close to the water. I want to make that clear. She's like on the edge of the fucking ocean, right? Like she's right there. I don't know where Vault 33 is, but she's like right beside a pier with like a roller coaster and everything like that. Like she's right there, right? Like she's probably like a 20-minute walk away from the vault, which I thought was surprising because I thought when I saw the trailer that it would be like in the middle of a desert. That's where the vault would be, so it'd be kind of just like, so she'd have to walk in a random direction. But she's around like a whole pier, right? A whole theme park, which I thought was really cool. And then after that, we cut to the ghoul, my boy, Walter Goggins. I mean, I've never seen him perform in any other show, but this man went off, okay? So they start out with these 3 bounty hunters, right? They're trying to find the ghoul to go after the bounty for the Enclave scientist as well, which I was surprised how the bounty hunters knew about it as well. I'm guessing like everyone in the wasteland is on this Enclave scientist's ass, but I thought it was really cool that, you know, let's go get, you know, the legendary bounty hunter, you know, Walton Goggins, and let's go get him to help us out. So then they kind of like take him out of his grave where he had like glowing blood packs, so like, you know, keeping him fed. And they thought, you know, just in case if he was feral, you know, let's feed him a chicken, right? Let's put a chicken, open it up. If he runs at the chicken, we'll kill him. And one thing I thought was really cool is, I swear to God, they had a junk jet from Fallout 4. They had a junk jet. They shot like a baby leg in one guard. I thought that was super cool because one second this guy had a baby leg in his chest and the other second he didn't, or he did. I thought that was really cool. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a little Easter egg to the game, or if like that's a gun that people normally use if they just shoot like baby legs at people. But I would love to see a teddy bear being shot at someone. I think that would be really funny. But something like that. And so yeah, they open him up, and then he comes out. You know, he's like kind of fucking, you know, fixing himself up. You know, like he's tired. You know, he needs to stretch a little bit. So we stretch, and they're talking to him. You know, about this bounty. You know, we need you. You know, it's enough to one final score. You know, to pay us off. And he's talking, you know, he's like talking back a bit, you know, he's like, it's not really one final score. I don't know if they were going to like shoot each other, but I'm pretty sure the main guy wanted to team up with Goggins. So then Goggins, in the most badass way possible, oh, what did he do to that first guy? I don't remember. But like he shot one guy's fucking head off. Oh no, I remember now. Okay, yeah, so no, he ran up against one guy after lassoing the middle guy. He threw him down. He ran up to the second guy. The second guy decided to shoot his junk jet full of whatever the fuck he was holding in there at his friend while Goggins was behind him. And then Goggins grabs the fucking double barrel out of his hand and blows the big guy's head off. That was one of the coolest things ever. And then he's having this little monologue with the guy. He ties him up, puts him in this fucking graveyard, and then like starts throwing shit on him. I thought it was super cool. And that's about the end of that episode. I thought this episode, honestly, my kind of like recap of it was pretty, I mean, I wouldn't say it's really good for a recap, but I love this episode so much. I'm definitely gonna be making more videos about each of my like experiences with this show because I love it. The beginning scene was one of the coolest scenes I think I've seen in a show ever. Like actually showing what it must have felt like for even just normal people, because we saw what it meant for like Fallout 4, right? You know, he's at his home with his baby, they're literally just having breakfast, right? I mean, all over the world, right? People were having birthday parties, people were having breakfast, right? And especially with the start as well, the TV was going off. And that's what really got me and my brother, because we're massive fans of Fallout 4. We've replayed the first section so many times. So we know that TV, you know, thing, right? So we know the TV scene. So seeing them talk about it on the TV, and there's one weatherman like, why am I reporting on the weather if I don't know there's going to be a next week? And I mean, like, the mom's like switching the television to like sugar bombs and to like Nuka-Cola ads and to like Grognak ads. I thought it was really cool. So they kind of have all those little things in there. And one thing I really want to say too is that the Vault Overseer, the dad of Lucy, called her Sugar Bomb, like my little sugar bomb. I thought that was adorable. I honestly, that's a nickname right there for a kid, especially in the Fallout universe, calling them a sugar bomb. Like, holy shit. I mean, I'm super excited to watch the second episode of the show. I love this episode. I think that this is fucking peak. Coming from Amazon, Bethesda, and Kilter, I think this is awesome. Like, I think I'm super excited for the second season. I've only watched the first episode. I already know that they're gonna keep cooking. They've cooked so far. They're gonna keep cooking now. So that's about my end for this little like recap of the episode, just in what I can remember from what I watched last night. So if you did enjoy the video, I'm gonna go through my members list before I end it off. So if you don't want to watch that though, thank you for watching. Want to make a massive thank you to the channel members 83SPG, Epic Gamer, TM Gaming, Blade JL, Magi of Thoth, Jan Colson, Mystic AU, Adam, Anders Anderson, Herr Winkla, Off-White, Chasebo Gaming, Spiked Kirby, and Forbidden Gamer. Thank you all for being members of the channel. If you want to become a member as well, click the link down in the description below. It's the top link. Thank you for watching this video to the very end, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you, guys.